Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little TXT weekend vlog since their comeback was this weekend and all the albums were released. Here's my little outfit of the day, my Huening Kai photo card, and the bag that I was carrying. It was a bright early morning. I left at 8:26 and it was 95 degrees on this day, so it was so hot. And of course, I was listening to the album on the way there. The train finally arrived, thank goodness, because it was already so hot even though it was this early in the morning. And while we were here, I thought I would do a little what's in my bag. I have a little cinnamon roll puff bag. I brought a big bag so that I could bring my albums in it. And I put these two keychains, of course my Huening Kai and my little stuffed Hello Kitty, on the outside. I also have this little Bumgyu special mirror from Coral Haze that they were offering with their lip tints for a little while, so that's a really cool little charm that I got while I was in South Korea. Next we have my house keys, not super interesting except for this little pin of the Killa. This was actually so hard to do with my left hand. I don't know why I decided to do it with my left hand, but I brought this little charmy kitty pouch to keep all my little electronic bits in. Nothing serious, I just brought a little portable charger and of course my AirPods so that I could keep listening to the album all the way there. This little Mimikyu charger that I bought at the Pokemon store in Japan has been super handy because it comes with a bunch of little cords and it also has a keychain attachment so I can attach it to my bag. And here's my portable charger. Of course I put the stickers on it, but it actually has lasted me a good long while. It's just a random one I bought at Target, but I can go 2 or 3 phone charges on just one charge of that portable battery. Next we have my little Pochoco pill box. I am an epileptic and since I was going to be out all day I did have to take some medications while I was out, and then my Melody card holder. I'm not going to dox myself by showing my ID or my credit cards, but that's what's in there. And then we have my phone. You saw this earlier. This has the little TXT tour wrist strap attached and this Blythe doll phone case on the back. It's a little scary, but honestly I really like her aesthetic. This is my wallet for change and stuff like that. I don't carry much change, so honestly I should probably condense these down, but it does have a couple other random like cafe membership gift cards and that kind of thing in there. And then I have my sun umbrella, which was a total necessity for this day because it was, like I said, 95 degrees and I was out until about noon. It's dirty because I've used the heck out of it, rain or shine. This little silicone Dior makeup pouch is also a little grimy, I won't lie. But in here, I just had a round around sun stick, my Roman tint of the day. This was Tanny Guava, I believe. And then I also had my cushion. This is the Vidi Vici cushion that I hauled recently, and it's been a big fave, especially for hotter weather, since it tends to touch up a little bit better than other cushions, and the coverage is pretty good. I have mine in 21 Ivory. I made it to 34th and Herald Square, which is where K-pop Nara is located, in good time. I wasn't sure if there's going to be a long line or not, so I got there pretty early. Can we talk about how awkward it is to film in public, guys? I'm not a professional vlogger or anything, and I do try to avoid filming strangers, but it kind of is inevitable in a city, and it's really awkward. I got to K-pop Nara about an hour before they opened, and as you can see, the Hello 82 pop-up is scheduled simultaneously, which is kind of a bummer, but there was no one there when I got there. So I decided to head down to H Mart to get myself a drink to cool off. I'm sorry for filming and walking. I've gotten comments before saying it's shaky, but sometimes I just don't have a choice. It was so nice to be in the AC at H Mart, and I was looking at all the teas, thinking about which one I wanted to get, and I ended up with the classic jasmine green. This Oyocha is a Japanese classic and I just love it. And then K-pop Nara finally opened. Here's the giant photo cards and the photo op setup right there, and they had it decorated so nicely for the event. You can see all the albums on the table here. Here are the special edition albums. There's only 3. The main 3 were the only ones with the exclusive photo cards, but then they had this little message decoder with the glasses where you could see the little secret message from TXT. And honestly, the freebies were so good. I know that Hello 82 gets all the hype in terms of freebies, but K-pop Nada really popped off this comeback. They gave you a cookie, a cup holder, the little glasses for the decoder, and a fan, which came in so handy considering how friggin' hot it was this day. Yes, I bought all 3 albums and I already did an unboxing on my page. Then it was back on the downtown train to Hello 82. I ate the K-pop Nada cookie on the train downtown and it was actually so good. I was starving, so I was really glad that they gave this out, and it matches my nails. I was lucky to catch an express down to Canal Street, so I made it in really good time, and it was already cooking in the station. It was so hot, but I took the stairs up to Broadway. And here's the front of the building. I was so excited, but I could tell the line was huge. Spanned about 2 blocks by the time I got there. This is the backside of a different block, and yeah, you can see the line goes further than you can even really catch on camera. I was so glad to have my tea and my fan, and I'm really happy that I went to K-pop Nada first and then Hello 82 second. I got to Hello 82 a little after 10:20, and by 10:44 we had barely moved. You can still see that the line spans most of the block. By 11:06, which was about 40 minutes after I got there, I made it to the line on the second block across the street, and I had my umbrella out because we were standing in the full sun, and that's the BTS monochrome pop-up. I finally made it to the front side of the store. You could see the sign for Hello 82 New York City. And then inside the store, if you saw the pictures on my TikTok, you know that they have seriously leveled up their decor from the first TXT comeback that they did a pop-up for in New York. It took me just under an hour to make it inside, and again, I was so glad to be standing in the AC and admiring all the stuff that they had put up. They did a lot of work on this one, and even though I was standing in line for a while waiting to purchase albums, I was thoroughly entertained by all the stuff that was going on. It was super busy in there. They had run out of a lot of the freebies even by the time I got there, but I did get this little keycap keychain, which was super cute. This is like a little keyboard presser thing. It's really fun to fiddle with, and you can attach it to your bag or your keys or whatever you want. Again, it matches my nails, so I'm really happy with it. I didn't end up doing a couple of the activities like the crown decoration because they had run out of crowns, but I did have a little gander at all the albums that they had for sale, including TXT's last Sanctuary album, this gigantic night version, the bane of my existence. Carrying this thing home was crazy at the last comeback. And here is my bag full of albums. That's 3 from K-pop Nada and 3 from Hello 82. There was a little unboxing zone. I didn't bother trying to wait for a table, but I did read the message board and leave a little star for TXT. Finally, on my way home, I stopped for some songarak kimbap as a reward for making it through a long, hot morning. And there's my stack of albums ready for unboxing. Like I said, they're already up on my shorts. Good morning again. Here's another outfit of the day. Same bag, same shoes, just a different dress. I wasn't originally gonna go to the bakery, but my neighbors woke me up by partying at 5:45 a.m. and blasting music, so here I am getting on the train. I got on the L to 14th Street in Union, which was the closest to Lycée that I could get to, and it was about 6:54 in the morning. It was so early that I got to watch the farmers market at 14th and Union Square setting up, which was kind of cool, and thankfully the weather was much better on this day. It was about 10 degrees cooler than the day before. Of course, everything was still completely empty when I got there since I'd been up so early, so I decided to go to a cafe and grab a coffee. I hung out for a couple hours and got some work done. I was lucky to find a place to sit on the same street as the bakery, and I had some Blue Bottle coffee. I really like their lattes, and I just took the chance to enjoy the weather, which was so nice. Lycée? I'm not sure how to say it, but the bakery opened at 11 and it is so gorgeous in here. I've never been in here before because the pastries are pretty expensive, as you can probably tell from the looks of them, but it was absolutely stunning. I was at the front of the line, so I didn't quite have a chance to look around the way that I wanted to, but I could see the little TXT pastries that I came for, which was so exciting. I wish that these were half as pretty by the time I got back to my house, but unfortunately it had gotten hot by the time the afternoon came around. But look at the little members' names on the cookies! I got my stuff and I went home straight away to do a little taste test. Here's the bag on my desk next to my lunch, which was actually supposed to be my breakfast, but it's overnight oats. And the bag itself is even gorgeous. It looks like a department store bag and the packaging is so pretty. So after I finished my lunch, I started pulling everything out of the bag. I don't know why I tried to do this with my left hand again, but I guess I have to hold my camera in my right hand, so therefore everything comes out with my left. I don't know. It was a struggle, guys. But there it all is. And of course, my water bottle from Flower Nose. I was hydrating a lot since it was so hot this day. They did give me a set of utensils, disposable ones, but since I had my own, I decided I would use those. We can admire the box here, but I'll spare you the 5 minutes of me struggling to open this on my own. Like I said, unfortunately, mine melted to the paper on the way home since the train station is so warm, but here's the little card with the information on it, and here's the madeleines. I know they were so cute before, so it's so sad that they got melted. I snagged the first one out of the box, made a mess with my nails, but this is the black sesame and cream flavor with the little stars on it. And I was only taking little pieces since I'd already eaten lunch, and I didn't realize that they actually had a filling in it until I decided to give the rest to my roommates and they cut them open, so that's my bad. I originally didn't taste much of a difference between the first two. This one is the brown rice and caramel until, of course, I tried the filling later on. I was making such a mess, guys, seriously. But yeah, this one was good too. Like I said, I didn't really originally taste that much of a difference because I didn't get to the actual filling part. It was mostly just cake and icing. You can kind of see the filling here. I don't know how I didn't realize it earlier, but yeah, I can say on second review that the black sesame was my favorite. It was so good. Here is the hazelnut and praline. This one was also good, but it was so rich. Like I said, I was already full from lunch, and I'm one of those people that really can't handle super sweet or rich desserts. So I had one bite of this and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But yeah, it was really good. I just think I was too full already. And the chocolate caramel, which of course I didn't find the caramel, so I just thought it was a chocolate cake. I don't know, guys, I'm sorry. And then the huckleberry, and of course I actually didn't reach the huckleberry with my bite, so this one just tasted like cake. That's a user error. This one really matched my nails, which I thought was cute, and I did actually find a little bit of the huckleberry jam stuck to the plate after I tried it, and I did try that, and that was good too. It kind of just tastes like blueberry? I'm not sure, I'm not very cultured. I had to wait a while after that because I was dying, but here are these shortbread cookies. This box is so pretty. I love this so much. I think their logo is so nice. This one I did actually manage to open on the first try. Good job, me. And here are the little cookies. I didn't get to lay all of them out the way that I wanted to because, again, it was hot and I didn't want them to melt. There's two different little filling types right there that you can see. One I think is chocolate and the other one is caramel. If there's more flavors, I haven't figured it out yet because I only had one bite of two of these. And you can see on one of them, I think, that I managed to break it on the way home. It was a rough journey, guys. I don't know what to say. But the first one that I pulled said TXT and this one says Moa. It's so cute. This one was definitely the caramel one. I shouldn't say definitely. I'm not that much of a food connoisseur, so I can't say for sure, but this one was also really good. I think I like this better than the chocolate. And then here is what I believe is the walnut cream cake. You can see where it touched the sides and the bottom fell out. It was just, I made such a mess, guys. I wish I had done a better job of transporting these, but it is what it is. The little walnut crumble filling at the bottom was really good. I'm a big fan of walnuts, and it had a little bit of a cinnamon flavor to it, so it was really nice. It did say keep refrigerated on the box though, so again, that's user error. It was just so hot that there was no way I could keep it refrigerated on the way home. I was definitely fearing for my dress while I was trying to eat this slice with my left hand, but I did it. And that icing layer on the top, I was afraid it was going to be super thick and dense, but it was actually really light and fluffy and creamy, and there was a sesame seed filling on the inside. Oh, that was so good. I wish I could have eaten the whole thing. But thank you guys for coming along with me on my little TXT weekend adventure. I really hope you enjoyed it and that it was fun to do a little vlog style video since I haven't done one in a while. And that's all from me. Thanks for hanging out with me and come back soon.